Sure. Humid outside. Okay. Good morning and welcome everyone. The time is 10:09. It's Tuesday, August 4th. I'm Robert Molina, Mayor Pro Tem, and I'll be facilitating this budget workshop meeting. I now call this meeting to order. We have a quorum, so we should be good. We're going to go on to our invocation and pledge of allegiance. The invocation by Councilwoman Sandra Bowen, and our pledge of allegiance by Councilman Garza. Is that okay? Okay. Please rise.
Let us bow our heads. Heavenly Father, gracious Lord, we come to you today to thank you for the blessings you have provided and the many to come. We ask you to be with the City Council and staff as we go about reviewing this budget, Lord, and may everything we do, say, and think be glory and give you glory and honor. In your name, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garza. Thank you, Ms. Bowen, for that impromptu, beautiful prayer. Appreciate that. And go on to agenda item 3, individual consideration, review and discussion of 2025-26 fiscal year revised City of Alice budget, 2006-2027 fiscal year proposed City of Alice budget.
Mayor Pro Tem and Council, so thank you guys. The budget was put together over, 5 months of a lot of work with our staff and all the departments, and trying to make a budget work is usually difficult, and but we made it work. There's some, this year is a little rough because we did have the collective bargaining contracts of both police and fire, and so that warranted some increases that on their salaries, and we all approved those. The fire was a couple of months ago, and the police before that. But having said that, what we'll do today, so we have the Army Corps of Engineers here all week for 4 days. They have a 10-year inspection, a 5-year inspection. They're rolling it all into one. And so they're here, they were here yesterday. They'll be leaving on Thursday. So we're kind of scheduling this, we got to be back with them by noon. So what we'll try to do today is make it to the general fund, make it through the general fund, and then start on whatever we don't finish on the next budget workshop, and then continue on the enterprise funds.
Okay.
So we'll get started with finance.
All right.
Morning, Council. We can begin on page 4 with the general fund. This is a summary of the revenues and expenditures. And for the proposed, we do show that we will have $2,045 in excess.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We can begin with the revenues on page 7. The property tax revenue was calculated to cover the fire and the PD new contract, so you will see an increase there. Sales tax increase, we did increase, the sales tax as well. That one, we have it at $573,000 per month. Right now, that is below the average that we have been collecting. The average right now is $598,000, so we were a little conservative with the sales tax. I did want to make note also that we have been noticing a trend on some of the franchise, like the cable and the telephone, that has been going down every year, so we have noticed that. Also, one other item you'll notice on the proposed revenue is we will be receiving a settlement through ongoing, that's been ongoing with the natatorium. So you will notice that revenue as well. Any questions on the revenue?
Mr. Garza?
No, sir, not yet.
Ms. Bo?
No, thank you.
I just have one, on that donation, what is that? Sorry, page 9.
The 472
Oh, yes.
from this year? That was from the,
Attorney? Yeah. Bought a street?
yes.
Okay, got it. I figured. Thank you. We're good. Thank you.
Okay,
Just touching on the sales tax also, so it is, it's trending up a little bit this year, so, to be a little bit conservative, what we did, we budgeted about $27,000 less than it is right now. So that's about $330,000 that we probably will get next year, but we just didn't want to account for that just to be safe
On the sales tax, you
out of
said?
the sales
Yes.
tax,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
okay, we can start with some expenses. We can go with we can start with council on page 11. There was no real change to this department. We did leave also the travel the same for mayor and council to go to any conferences or training. But other than that, there was no big difference on this department.
Throughout the years, we've actually lowered that travel expense throughout the years to have it where it is now, but, we budgeted 7,800. And it seems, we were at 7,100 revised budget, so year to date. So unless and I think that kind of gave everybody a chance to go to one of the TMLs maybe? Is that right?
Right.
Yeah,
Well, not everybody went, though.
right.
No, but it gives you the opportunity.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit over our budget, right? We're going to be over our budget on travel this year? I mean,
From what we budgeted,
Oh, yeah.
correct.
from what we budgeted, like,
Originally.
what, 2,000? Oh, no, 1833 or something like that?
We originally budgeted at 68, 65.
And then we revised it to 7,100.
68, 65, and not everybody went to TML,
Correct.
so it's a lot of travel. You know what I'm saying? So if this TML, I believe, is going to be in San Antonio, it's a lot closer, So,
So-
and it's not earmarked just for TML.
No, it's not earmarked, it's just, it's
It's
at
been
your
used for
disposal.
other traveling
Correct,
from mayor and city council.
correct.
Yeah, we lump it into one. It's not divided by, by the council and mayor. It's just travel for you guys, however you want to figure out how to do that. And that's that's how it's line item. It's not line item, is it?
And we
Per person.
use TML as the budgeting item, because
Right.
we figure that in. If you don't go to TML, well, then it opens the door for something else, but we use TML for budget purposes.
Well, then there's also the TML regionals, which I know some of us had attended also, so.
And Rockport, or Portland, I think it is. Portland or Corpus. I just think that's kind of high, but that's okay. If-
We can certainly adjust it if y'all want.
Mr. Beltran, any questions on expenses here?
I'm good.
Okay?
Yeah.
Ms. Bowen?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Mr. Garza?
I'm okay right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, after council, most of the department changes that you'll see are due to a 3% cost of living that we did include for the employees. And the funding for our insurance, you will notice it increased, and this was to the maximum recommended. So I'll discuss departments that have significant changes, but if you have any questions on any departments, feel free to stop me at any time and we can discuss it further. So the first department I just wanted to touch on was emergency management, and that is on page 21 is the function sheet.
Yeah, and what we had there, we had some stipends tied to the emergency management and administrative assistance, but as we move forward, and a lot of departments touch that, and we felt that the, other than the coordinator, which is a lot of, regular work, the administrative assistants, we had put that in 1 year, but we decided it was part of their functional duty. Anyway, so we changed that function sheet, so we don't have anybody in those roles because a lot of people do that work anyway.
Okay,
Next, we wanted to jump to the fire department, and that is on page 30. The increase is mainly salaries, and again, that is just due to the collective bargaining agreement. And one other thing that we will bring you an update, there is a new state requirement where we will be adding some money for the firefighters, and that will be to get an annual cancer screening. So we're just waiting on what the cost will be so that we can add that into the budget.
Mr. Beltran, questions?
Good, Mayor.
Ms. Bowen?
I see here under wearing apparel that there's nothing budgeted. Is that correct, or what is that? Can you explain, is that their PPE, or what is that?
That's everything all included. What, there's Patrick. So what they typically do is they buy a lot of equipment, a lot of their wearing apparel and PPE at the end of the year, some throughout the year, on the needed, or some of the PPE. But, so as we were trying to work on these budgets, we looked at some of these different departments, and here what we're asking them to do is to wait another month. So they'll be on this next year's budget, they'll probably spend this money in the next, month or so, and that'll get them through the year. And then next year's budget, we'll put that back in, and then they'll be able to buy it in the beginning of the budget year, October. And along the way, if we do need something, we'll that's really necessary, we'll fund it. We'll find a way to fund that if something happens for an emergency purpose. But they will, in essence, they're writing it for 30 days. They'll be able to buy it 30 days later, or maybe even only 3 weeks later.
Interesting.
But it was not for any other reason. It's just trying to make a way to make a budget work, and we found, I think we found something from the police as well to do the same thing, and then some of the other departments.
So this is like the first time we've done it this way?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's just pushing it from one budget cycle to the other.
And will it show on our budget that they'll be over budgeted
Well, I
a certain
mean,
time?
right now, we're not expected to be, because they're going to make purchases now, then in this fiscal year.
The remainder of the
Yeah.
budget of
This,
this
Yeah.
year's budget.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so they'll make the purchase with the money
Yeah.
from this budget. That's them all year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you,
I did meet
sorry.
with the city manager, and he kind of gave us kind of gave me the update on what the plan is for that. And so we are going to have some more discussions on it just to make sure that we're doing it right. But I did ask for me to go back and take a look to see what we could push. There are, so as Vanessa mentioned there are some new state requirements. So we're going through all those to see how much that's going to affect us as well. But we'll take a look at it and make sure that we're comfortable with that on all sides before we make the final. But again,
And-
that's the, but I am meeting with the city manager and they've just been a little, we were supposed to meet before this, but with
okay.
the Corps of Engineers coming in, it kind of tied everybody up.
Of course,
So
yes,
we-
I'm sorry
but-
about that, but you'll advise us later if that works out, okay.
Why
Great,
can't y'all
thank
get
you.
along?
Yeah, we're not
Why
trying
can't y'all
to,
get along?
all we're doing is is going to budget it next year, but knowing that that's where the purchase is usually at the end of the fiscal year.
Got you.
And so
Okay.
it's not that they're not going to get what they need by any means.
Okay, well, I've asked those questions,
And
but
that's
if
what-
somebody else looks at this, they're gonna wonder.
And that's what we were talking about is, what are you going to buy in like now to be able, are you going to have anything you're gonna need, and if they don't spend all that, we can roll some over also. So yeah, we're working on that together.
So, yeah, we did a very detailed survey over the last couple of weeks since we
Yeah.
discussed this. We've done a detailed survey of all of our, you can ask any of the fire, they've been going through every single piece, getting a big inventory of everything that we currently have and what our needs are. And then from there, I'm taking that data and just kind of trying to see what we can push, what can't, if it's something that can't wait, like City Manager said, if it can't wait, if it's something we have to have, we're gonna do it, right?
Okay.
We're trying to find out what exactly that number is to be able to try to push that off for another year.
Got you. Okay.
So if the money isn't spent this fiscal year, it could be rolled over to following, is that,
And we can, yeah, we can work, we can,
just in the event, I don't know,
Patrick's like, just buy my stuff.
All I need is my stuff.
No, we try to.
have finance on that.
Gabriel can tell you every
Find
time
money somewhere.
we make purchases like that, we try to stretch it out as far as we can,
Yeah.
right? Because
Okay.
we know there's only so much money to go around.
We know the way you are, Patrick.
You're a big spender. No, we're just kidding. Well, thank you, Patrick. Thank you.
Mr. Garza?
Couple of quick questions. The rise in overtime to 700,000, is that because we're lacking firefighters or?
They were short,
They were
I think,
this
for
past year,
up
they
to
were.
like 7, I
we're,
believe.
we've
at
been
one
trying
time.
it's hard to hold overtime down because of the nature of how it works. We've been trying to keep it down, and so last year's budget, this year we're like, we decided let's just keep it where it is and try to come down from the 700 instead of knowing that it's gonna be difficult to keep it from going up to where it is. So we utilize that. It's the nature of.
But y'all missed it by a long shot last year, right?
Well,
Oh, and also when we don't have some unfilled positions.
yeah, it does take a little time to fill vacant positions. I think at one point we were up to like 7, right? I think about 7 positions that were vacant. Right now we're down to 3, I believe. So we should, be getting those filled here pretty soon. But the other thing that the city manager said is kind of uncontrollable. We could be doing really, really well, and then all of a sudden we just get hit with a string of wildfires that we're stuck at. Or we get that, like that big incident we had on 281, that took a lot of manpower and a lot of time, right? And so it's going to incur a lot of overtime.
Hey, you don't have to explain yourself. It just needs, right?
Yeah,
This is a very essential function, so
Yeah,
I appreciate it,
absolutely.
Patrick. Thank you.
Exactly.
Chief, sorry.
Another thing, the vehicle maintenance, we're at 110,000. Is this older units or is it just one particular unit that has electrical gremlins, or what brings up that amount?
So it's a combination of 2 different things. Newer vehicles are a lot more technical. It takes specialty mechanics to be able to work on some of these vehicles, so the cost for that is a lot more. And so we've seen that. It's not something that we can just take to one of our local mechanics and get something fixed. When it is something that simple, we try to, myself, Demetrio, and the garage try to screen through those. And so if it's something simple that we can get done locally, we'll try to get it done locally, but majority of the time, they've built these trucks to have specialty people be the ones that are able to work on them. So that's one problem. The second problem is the age. We do have some older vehicles that are used on the front line. It's just right now, with our budget, it's to replace one of them is $1 million for one truck. And so it's very costly to be able to replace one of these trucks. We do need to get there at some point, but we're not quite there yet. We're trying to work through these budgets and get to where we can get to a point where we can start proposing some major equipment purchases like that.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Next, we can look at the police department, which begins on page 35. The police officers also had.
Excuse me,
oh,
Vanessa.
sorry.
Can you move the microphone closer?
Oh, sure.
I can barely hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Soft voice, sorry.
So we'll be on the police department, which begins on page 35. And the police officers also had increases to their salaries due to the collective bargaining agreement. And we did want to make note also, this does include some cadet officers. We have 4 at the moment. They'll be done, I believe, in December. And then we will have 2 more next year. So we are working on filling those positions as well.
Mr. Beltran, any questions?
Salaries on, first line item, is that only for administration?
Yes, yes, this is administration.
Okay. All right.
Ms. Bowen?
Nope, I'm
Mr.
good.
Garza?
No, sir, not at the moment.
I just had a quick question on page 35, the subscriptions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, on which page?
Subscriptions, that'll be for the different software that he's using.
Upgrading or something.
We split it up between the departments because they each use it, but a
Okay.
lot of those subscriptions are pretty
Spread it out.
high.
Okay,
They're yearly?
okay, thank you.
Next, we can jump to the Parks Department, which begins on page 54. Administration at the moment is continuing to review and evaluate the current organizational structure of the Parks Department. And they're considering maintaining parks, athletic fields, and open spaces under a single department. But administration is recommending that expenses be tracked and itemized separately within these three areas. And we believe this approach will allow the city to accurately identify the costs associated with the maintenance and operation of the athletic fields while continuing to manage parks and open spaces efficiently within one department. So there will be some, maybe more line items. It'll be the same budget, but we'll just maybe separate items
Okay,
a little
good.
bit. Mhm.
So what happens is we put everything under one. You know, we're that size city that we can have it under one director. But they're very different functions. You have your parks function, which is the general parks that we have, the playground equipment and all that. Then you have the open spaces, which includes a lot of the easements, the creeks,
Yes.
all those things, and very different than the parks, of course. And they share a lot of crews. But then you have the athletic fields. And the athletic fields are very different than parks. I mean, those are people, organizations rent those. They're business type activities in a sense. They could even be an enterprise fund if we wanted to go that route to track that and how it works. And we also, once we get to the fee schedule, we also look at, we say that we rent the fields, but in a sense, we're not renting the fields. It's the work that goes into prepping that field.
Right.
You know, it's field work, prep work. There's mowing, there's striping, there's a lot of things that happen in there. And so, when you look at what it takes on that side of it, just the athletic fields alone, that could be about half of the budget. Well, if you just look at parks and, it would be half of the budget almost, yeah, for that side.
Got it.
And whenever we charge for the fields, it's not a big amount of money to charge there, and I think our revenue is 20,000 overall.
Right.
Yeah, and that's, it's not a lot, so we want to track those separately so we can show what it takes to make those athletic fields,
Good idea.
yeah, keep them where they are and how they are. So we're going to be making changes to the line items and separating those, and you wanted to bring that up to you guys as well, because, I think if we want to look at the fee schedule, what do we charge? What is the charge for the prep and everything we do on the field?
Do you mean within the
The
league?
tournament fee.
Oh, the
Tournament fee,
Mike's right there.
I think it's $200 for the weekend.
$200 for the weekend.
Yeah, that includes the lights and the toiletries and all that stuff. So yeah, it's very minimum compared to what we put into them.
Yeah, because it's not just putting something in that time.
Right.
It's what we do all the time for that
Right,
field,
it's
for that one field.
Maintaining, mowing it, weed eating, getting the ants out of there, chalking it, again, the toiletries. It's just very minimum what we put back into it.
And when you look at all that athletic field, so there's at least 4 groundskeepers and a crew leader
Yes, sir.
that are dedicated to those.
Spending a lot of man hours there.
Yeah. And then a light equipment operator. And so there's a lot of just personnel that are dedicated to that. And when you look at one big department, parks and open spaces, well, we're not even including on that title,
Right.
where half of it goes.
What do others, what do other cities charge for renting a deal for the weekend?
So, like Portland, I know has like minimums of $750.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big difference in fees. So when we first talked about this a couple of years ago, our approach was to take baby steps, to get these fees going, but I think we're at a point to maybe consider looking at the rental fees again. But
Okay.
of course, that's up to you guys and administration.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
So that's when, as we bring a revised budget book, you'll see these line items differently on this department. And we're just probably, maybe we ought to talk about whether we want to make that athletic fields an enterprise fund or not. Make it an enterprise fund. Enterprise funds are things that are business type activities that can be accounted for separately. And it could be a fund on its own. So we will, considering that and bring you some options on that to see if you want to account for it.
I say you do it. Might as well. You
Yeah.
were talking about it.
Yeah.
Probably needs to be done. Or gate things. Ms. Bowen, any questions? I'm sorry. Go
I was gonna
ahead.
ask Mike, how many more fields have you added to the schedule? I know that we've done improvements, like in the south side. All that's taken into consideration that we'll have enough manpower and,
Mhm.
okay. All righty.
Yeah, so,
That's a
yeah.
really,
there a question?
well, yeah, but we added that field. So altogether, how many fields do we have that are considered the athletic fields?
So we've added the soccer field when we got it lit up.
Right.
Which is the Mora field. East field got some renovations, so that's getting a lot of usage. And then we're currently working at the Boys and Girls Club field, so 3 new ones. And then the upgrades to the existing kickball, Westfield, American, Buena Vista.
And there's still upgrades that are just being done throughout the year. I guess it never stops, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The maintenance is what never really stops. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah,
we've
Mike
got-
and
we've got
the
it
Screws have
secured.
been doing a good job getting those fields. I mean, they're nice. The soccer field, Moda is real nice. It's, people are liking it.
And I like what you said about taking baby steps, because our fields weren't always up to the par to
Right.
be able to charge
Right.
the money.
Right.
But slowly we can,
We're getting,
To a
we're
point.
getting there, yes.
Yeah.
And we're getting the feedback from the community that they're enjoying them, and you can see it visually that, there's a lot of usage at them. So
Yeah, definitely.
it's getting there. Hopefully y'all can see that.
we're seeing it.
Ms. Bowen?
I know.
Mr. Garza?
No, thank you.
No, the south side is really sharp. Looks really nice. Good
Amazing.
job out there.
Appreciate it, yeah.
I mean,
Coming along.
we went out there, looked at that pool back, when was it, last year or whatever, and just, just night and day, so.
There's a lot of utilization out there.
Just an FYI, pickleball's really picking up, and the north side wants pickleball. Some of the community, the residents, so
I've heard.
you guys might get approached for requests for that stuff, so just a heads up.
So we had, when we started working on that one, the South Side Park, we figured that we could build some tennis and pickleball out. As you drive into Anderson Park, there's an open space here. We actually measured it, and you can fit a couple of courts there. And so there's space. We can look at that.
Definitely, that would be exciting.
I saw a lot of people playing pickleball at night.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a popular area. A lot of the community's using it, so.
Yeah.
We can't wait for the football/soccer field to be in usage. It's really gonna just open up that area back there.
Yeah, definitely. That's great.
It's great. I definitely can see tournaments coming for that.
Yes, me too. That's exciting. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a comment that a lot of the smaller parks that are like not kind of where they need to be or whether they're being utilized or not, kind of take up a lot of your time as well, our time, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that needs to be looked at as far as like whether,
So we need to keep those. I mean, we have two big two big parks, and so.
Just to help balance out the
Yeah.
expenses, I mean, because we're
That's a good
we're
point.
getting deeper and deeper,
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa, appreciate it.
Are we going to go forward? I want to go back if that's okay.
Oh, yes,
Sure,
sure.
yes.
I'm sorry.
Open it
No,
up.
no, yes.
It's bothering me. Going back to the fire department, I'm wondering, is Patrick still here? Patrick?
What page?
30.
30? Patrick, I just have a quick question. Maybe Michael can answer this. I know we're billing for inside and outside calls, correct?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
We are currently working on our software system.
Okay.
So the current software system that we have is no longer being supported, so we're gonna have to change softwares. And so with the new software system, the plan is to have that as a module in that software system, be able to do that billing for us.
Okay, and the reason I ask is because I'm thinking, Michael, will we be able to use that revenue to purchase PPE? I mean,
And we can use that revenue for whatever we want. It's gonna,
but how would that work? Do you have any ideas?
Oh, I guess that would be a finance question, but we're currently not billing, but we are going to be billing.
Okay,
it would show up in the.
We used to have it, it was on page 8, response billing, but we removed it.
remember-
because we knew it wasn't, we weren't ready for it.
so are we ready more or less, or do you?
We will be probably, I would say, the next month or two, the most, the latest.
I don't know, I'm just thinking that maybe we should use that.
So I can say probably by the time this new fiscal year comes in, October 1, we should be set up and ready to be billing. We should already be receiving some income coming in from that side.
Okay.
That gives us what, 2-3 months, maybe? 2 months. So yeah, I mean, we should by the time this budget goes into effect, we should be already starting to receive some funding from that.
So explain me how this billing works. So you're going to be doing inside and outside billing
Uh,
to who, and how does this work?
Currently, we would be able to be billing anybody outside the city limits. Myself and Desiree have done a little bit of research on it, right? To be able to bill inside the city limits, that would take some council action, and that's something that you guys want to do. We can bring that back to you guys, but currently, everything outside the city limits, that action's already been taken by the county. So we're able to do that. Inside the city limits, we're not able to do that yet.
So for example, is a fire outside of the city limits, you can bill the person or the insurance, or how does it work?
We can bill the person, the insurance, or whoever else is responsible for that. And we can take it to different levels. So depending on the software or on the company that we use to do our billing for us, it's something we would do outside. We wouldn't do inside internal billing. So we would, and of course they take a percentage off of it, right? Off of what they collect. So yes, we would bill either the property owner or the insurance.
And also for accidents and things that we.
Right,
respond-
primarily the accidents is where
Yeah.
a lot of that revenue, we see that revenue being successful, is in the vehicle accidents. And when we're out, directing traffic and doing that kind of stuff, we can bill for all that stuff.
Well, I'd like to see, the revenue, how much we do collect more or less, and then see if that would be used for PPE maybe, like.
Which we could collect, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and we line item did.
In addition, just.
Right. Well, we did, that was part of our conversations, the
Right.
city manager, we said we need to,
Yeah.
just hadn't gotten to that point yet, but.
Oh, okay.
We did say, well, maybe we can help offset it with that cost, or we're still trying to get it all figured out, but.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But yes, no,
I'm
but yes,
just
thank
looking
you for bringing it up,
other
though.
ways to,
If you look at page 8, you'll see where that response billing is.
Well, the PPE is going to get covered regardless this year. It's not like they're not going to get it. They're going to get their stuff, right? Yeah, so it's just the way it's on the budget.
timing.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're going to get it. It's there.
Say, Patrick, and how did that work beforehand? Were we just not billing, or?
So we didn't have the ability to be able to do that software-wise, and we didn't have the ability to be able to do that with, like, legally, right? The county did whatever they needed to do to make that happen. They didn't do it for us, they did it for the rest of the fire departments, but we just got included in that because they did like an umbrella one and just covered everybody. So they're I don't know if it's an ordinance or resolution or whatever it's called, it covers everybody that's not inside of a incorporated city limit. So anybody outside of an incorporated city limit is allowed to be billed. So any fire departments that respond to those areas can do that bill.
I like it.
But it's not like you get paid the next day or anything, right? I mean,
No,
it's
it takes-
probably
it
like
takes a
pulling
little while.
teeth getting paid.
That's why I'm like, whether yeah, trying to figure out how soon we could start
Proving
seeing
it.
some of that revenue.
I
It does take.
realize that.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that. I
Yes,
just-
ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay, Vanessa, whenever.
Any other questions?
I think we're good.
Okay, I just touched on like I said, the departments that had a significant difference.
Okay.
The other departments, it was mainly just the 3% and the insurance.
Got it. Thank you, Vanessa.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Beltran, any general questions?
I'm good.
Ms. Bowen?
No, we're good.
Mr.
thank you.
Garza?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm good. Thank you.
Did you want?
We're gonna move on to the.
Want to go into another fund? We have time.
What's next?
We can work on the solid waste fund.
Sure.
Okay, the summary for the solid waste fund is on page 70. And for the proposed, we do show an excess of $765. Let's see, on the revenue, it looks like we, there's not too much of a difference. I believe we did,
We're looking at a slight increase on the
yes.
fee schedule that we'll bring back to you. But other than that, the revenues pretty much stay the same.
Okay.
Right.
Because I think, what are, just for the garbage collection, the monthly fee is $23.50, is that right?
I was gonna say, yes. Right?
We're gonna double check that. $23.75.
It's 24.
If there's no questions on the revenue, on the departments, we can look at the sanitation department, which begins on page 76.
Okay.
Again, salaries and insurance is one area where it did increase. The other is on the equipment hire and rentals. We have been having to rent a unit, so we did put in a good amount of money for the just in case. And then we do have a lease purchase in sanitation department, and I believe we only, after next year, we only have 2 more years, and that one will be paid off.
Got it. Mr. Beltran, any questions?
On the rollout dumpsters, do we still provide that service?
Our equipment is down right now, but Joe is working on avenues to get that going again. We don't have the equipment to pick up right now or deliver.
Good.
We don't get any revenue off of that, do we?
Not at this time.
Okay. Should we, Mike?
It was something that Mr. Guetta brought a couple of years back, and I think at the time when we were looking at it, I think the revenue, I believe in Joe can talk about it, because I think he still has that same truck. I want to say the repair for the truck was maybe $45,000, and I think when we ran the figures for revenue, I think we were averaging $4,000 to $5,000 for the year. So it was kind of one of those things with the budget. It was like, do we get it fixed? But Joe is seeing a need for it
Right.
more, so he thinks he can recoup the cost sooner rather than later. So it is something he's brought to our attention.
Okay. Years ago, I think right when I was becoming a little side note here, before I became, or I just come on council, and I had a conversation with Mr. Beltran, and he told me, it's easy to run a city when you have money,
Right,
you know?
exactly.
And I was like, what does that mean? And I was
What is
kidding.
that?
But yeah, so anyway,
Yes.
we can squeeze something here and there. Okay, appreciate that. Remember that, Pete?
Oh, yeah. So today,
It was a little more colorful than that. Anyways, any questions, Pete?
I'm good.
Okay. Mrs. Bowman?
No, thank you.
Mr. Garza?
Quick question. How many rental vehicles do we have out right now?
It's hard because it comes and goes, like
Yeah.
we'll, unfortunately, we'll bring one off of rental and then another truck will go down. So it's hard to say at any given time, but I'm sorry, Joe, you have one truck?
Sure,
Or
we
a
got,
backhoe.
we got like 3 rentals right now, and there's 3 trucks being repaired. And when we get a truck from being repaired back in, we let the rental go. But I mean, we have to have a different source to, something breaks down, it's not like we have a fleet of garbage
Right.
trucks. One of them breaks down, we have to have a rental, and we have to have it like tomorrow.
Totally understood. And are we using, are we just dedicated to side loaders, or do we have rear loaders as well with men?
We have, some of the alleys are done by guys in the back of the garbage trucks, and then some bigger streets, we're using the side loaders to pick up the garbage can.
And the trucks that are going down, is it the maintenance, or not the maintenance, but is it the truck itself, i.e. the engine, transmission, rear end, or is it the actual garbage equipment that's attached, the hydraulics with the arms, or?
Most of it is like the hydraulic part and the wearing parts, and some of it is just, maintenance part of it, a starter or whatever breaks down, a hub bearing, stuff like that. A lot of them we're having issues with hub bearings and the wear and tear of the truck, going down the corners, going up and down the landfill and stuff like that.
They take a beating.
Yeah, they do.
They take a beating, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're kind of old too, right?
Well, we have 2 that are new, but they still break down, Just mechanical, everything breaks down.
Alrighty, brother. Hey, at least,
Even sometimes the new ones break down more than the old ones.
this is true, this is true. But thank you and your men for the job you
Thank
do.
you.
And just so we can know that so when we pick up one trash can residential, our charge for that is $2.74. Yeah, That's about half of what
Per
a
house?
lot of the other cities are doing.
Amazing.
Oh, the wear and tear just getting in and out of the
Yeah.
landfill, right? The ink line over there.
gosh,
I think it's
there, yeah.
every
That's
day.
another thing we're working on too, getting that land.
Right. Always something. Okay.
Next, we can look at the landfill department. Salaries again, insurance.
What page, ma'am?
I'm sorry,
80.
page 80.
80, okay. Thank you.
Another one is also equipment hired rentals. We are renting in this department as well. And those were the main ones. We're renting a dozer, oh, yeah. And then hauling dirt, yes.
Mr. Beltran, any questions?
I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
The only question I have is, do we have a budget, a light budget area here, or are we working towards saving some money or whatever we need to do to expand our landfills?
We do have the landfill development fund, and that one, I believe it's $4 every bill, and that is in a separate fund. I believe we do have it later on in the budget, and That one is building up, but it does take time. I believe it only brings in about 300,000 a year. And the new sales for landfills are pretty costly.
And we're working on expanding the life by doing a permanent amendment and filling some of the valleys that we have. And so we're okay as far as, this is a time when we need to start looking last year, this year, next year, trying to see what we're going to do long term. But with the permanent amendment and what we have right now, we should be okay. But we definitely need to start the process.
Do we know the balance in that account? More or less? I'm just curious, sorry.
We show that the end of next year, it'll be 303,000. It was a little bit negative when we built the last one, so it's been
Got it.
like building back up.
And how long has that been in place?
I want to say since 2015.
2015,
I believe so. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we implemented
Yes,
it,
'cause I
yes.
remember
Mhm.
Every time they open a new cell, that's the account they pull
Right.
from.
Yes.
Got it. I just had one observation, page 81, the top line. Professional services.
We were having contract work. We had Mr. Getta still on staff, helping us out.
Mr. who, I'm sorry?
Mr. Getta through the transition.
Okay,
So that's what that was.
okay, got it. Okay. Thank you.
Then the last thing on page 82, solid waste fund is transferring to general fund. It's transferring to the debt service to pay its portion of its debt. And then we have a transfer also to the post-closure fund. And that's it for the solid waste fund.
Okay, Mr. Beltran,
I'm good.
Mr. Garza.
Just one more quick question about the engineering services.
Oh, engineering?
Yes. Engineering services on page 81.
It's probably AARC.
It's the 85. This one was a physical security assessment advisory report.
It's a requirement that's done, so AARC, right? Is the one doing it?
No.
No?
Yeah, actually, you're right. We had
No.
we had an assessment done out there, a security assessment that we'll get with you on that in the executive session. But we did have a security assessment done out there with that and a couple other places just for our purposes, for long-term security and things that we need and,
Somewhere.
yeah.
Gotcha. Understood. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, did y'all want to start on the utility fund?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, on page 86, we have the summary of revenues and expenditures. And for the proposed budget, we do show that we will have an excess of $28,767. On the revenue, we do show 10 million, a total of 10,077,893. That is a bit of an increase from last year, and let me see.
We'll bring them to you during the fee schedule section.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
We can begin with, let me see which departments have it. We can look at water production on page 96. So, for proposed, both wells will be operating, so we did go down a little bit on the chemicals. But you'll notice some increases like on the electricity. We did come down on the purchases of, for the city of Corpus Christi. But you'll notice the increase for the treated water purchase. That'll be for, is it 7 Cs? Right? Yes. But those are the biggest increases for the water production department.
So the reduction is on the other water purchases? That's the one?
Correct.
That's significantly a lot less.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Mr. Beltran, any questions?
I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
The electricity jump, that's from the desal plant itself, right?
Correct, that's
Yes.
for running the, our,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Easy, right?
Yeah, because they're expensive.
Everything's expensive.
Yeah, with that.
Okay, we're good?
solar panel out there.
Big one.
Something.
Next, we can look at maintenance and construction. It begins on page 99. One of the bigger items that we did increase was the water system improvements. That's just for the repairs on water lines. We did increase that just based on what we're expected to spend this year. Prior years, we did have the,
We had some grants and
yes, so that's
So
why
we'll
you'll
have to
notice it
cover
was
ourselves.
a lot lower.
Mr. Beltran, any questions, sir?
No, I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
No, sir, I'm good on this.
Okay.
Let's see. For transfers for the utility fund on page 106, they're also transferring to the general fund. They're also transferring to the debt service fund to pay a portion of their debt. And then we do have the contractual payment to the Alice Water Authority.
Okay, Mr. Beltran?
I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
The transfer to general funds, is any of the money come from grant money? Or is it just money that's been collected and then it goes into the general fund?
That'll be collected. It won't be a transfer from a grant.
Gotcha, okay, just making sure. Thank you then.
That Water Authority contractual debt payment, explain a little bit about that?
That was, I believe we brought it to you last year. It was when they helped with.
Well, number two.
Finalize the RO project.
Got it. Okay, we're good.
That's for 10 years. Any other questions on utility fund?
No, we're good.
Okay, next we have the airport fund. On page 110, you'll find the summary. For proposed, we do show that the airport fund will have an excess of $6,456. On the revenue, which you can find on page 113, this does include the contribution from the county, grant revenue for the ramp grant, and then fuel sales.
It's picked up quite a bit.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you the.
A lot of us here touch it with the airport manager, and it's working. We're having a lot of increase in fuel sales, a lot of activity. The Forest Service is there pretty regularly. People are coming in. We need to make some upgrades, but some of the upgrades we can make come from
Ramp.
the RAMP grant, Routine Airport Maintenance Program, that allow us to use grant money to pay for that. So the airport's doing pretty well.
So they've doubled in revenue, the fuel sales.
It's all your fault. Yeah, right. I mean, for a while, that was just kind of like
Oh, yeah, it was-
stepchild, nobody really.
Well, and it took a while to get it back to where it needed to be. I mean, a lot of us were there working on that. And still, making sure that things are stocked for the pilots that come in, and yeah, we get compliments. My cell phone's on the airport number, so I get a lot of calls, people coming in asking questions, and people that have come in regularly. They compliment us on the turnaround of it and how nice it is.
That's nice for a little town like Alice, right?
Mhm.
I hear good things, so it's refreshing to see this and then see the revenue go up, obviously. Mr. Gar, I mean,
And thanks to you, Mike, it's always trying to do more with less, and I guess utilizing all your manpower. I know you had Odie out there, working and cleaning.
And women power, right?
And women, we had a lot, which is not in the scope of her work, but you're making it happen, being smart. And I think that's awesome. The taxpayers, thank you for being diligent with stuff like that.
Odie is awesome.
What can I say?
And one thing that for a while, the county
Yeah.
they had kind of forgotten about the ongoing expenses. They're participating in the grants, but we share that airport with the county, joint ownership, and they have been coming through with their share of regular ongoing expenses, maintenance operations, and those things. So that's helping a lot.
After a little powwow at the courthouse.
Yeah, we're there.
Mr. Garza, any questions?
No, it's just good to see that with some teamwork and dedication, we can turn something that wasn't working too good into something that's
Yeah.
turning into a compliment.
Source of
Making
revenue.
money. Yep.
Source of revenue, absolutely.
Yeah.
So hats off to everybody that helped turn it around and turn it into what it is, and eventually what it can become. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. I know you were kind of wearing a couple of hats while you were trying to kind of manage everything when you first came in, and then kind of spearheading that, shining it up out there. Awesome.
Control tower and everything, Michael.
Okay, we're good.
So with the expenses on the airport, one of the biggest increase that you'll see is obviously the fuel to sell, but it brings in enough money to cover it.
I think we're good, Vanessa.
Okay. We can jump to the golf course fund side. On page, 122. For proposed next year, we do show an excess of $450. On the revenue side, we based proposed numbers on his revised, on what he's been bringing in. So the increase is just what's actually coming in. There's no increase in fees or anything.
Mr. Beltran, any questions on this page, sir?
So how much has it gone up?
The increase.
From year prior, about
Yeah.
100,000.
Only? Four of them.
And that,
I mean, more than
so,
that, but.
yeah. But, one thing to note that, traditionally, the golf course has been at a loss. I mean, from the very old days, I think I can remember up to like an $80,000 loss, and then averaging maybe around the 30 to 50, and then slowly we've turned it around where, we all touch all these funds. So, and that's why you see the transfers out from the summary, because, the golf course, they don't have a finance department in their budget. They don't have an HR. So we do transfers to reimburse the general fund for the work the general fund does for all these enterprise funds. And this is the second year, we've got $25,000 that they're paying for those services. So they're actually turning in a profit and able to send some money back to the general fund for the work that the general fund does for them. So it's come a long way. Jay's kept it, turned it around, and he's there a lot. And it's a gem that we have, and people are coming to play.
So ideally, the way municipals work, a golf course are not set up to make money. Is that correct?
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
typically don't, because it takes a lot of work to manage it.
It's more of an amenity for the community to provide them with a luxury like that. And the fact that ours is making money, I think it's something that is to be celebrated.
Well, and I think it shows that we have a lot of out-of-town play. So, and 15 years ago or so, we looked at, so Corpus Christi on their municipal courses, they have a contractor that took over their courses out of Bernie. I'm trying to remember the name. And so that, their population base is high enough that there's a lot of rounds of play. And so they look at that and say, yeah, I can take that, make it more efficient, turn it around and make some money and give some money back to the city. We were able to do that with our course. When they looked at ours, we just didn't have enough play. So they did a real quick look and said, no, you're a smaller town. Well, now we have a lot of the outside people coming into play, so the numbers are up. And that shows, because we have to have that outside play in tournaments to make the golf course a go and to make it be profitable.
And what made them come?
Yeah, the condition of the course. Yeah.
Another thing that's your fault. I mean, nobody's gonna go to Kingsville unless you wanna play on Caliche. No offense, but,
Bash at Kingsville.
Go to Corpus, you're getting a fight, because of the tee times, and people just ride on your case. Over here, it's, I remember when you brought in Jay,
Mhm.
I was like, what? But, no, he turned it around, and, no, he's not here, but he's just been a refreshing look out there for a lot of folks. And, when it rains, it's easy for him out there, or easier, maybe harder, but he's doing the best he can out there, and the numbers show it finally.
Yeah, and for years, the golf course had been like an additional duty for somebody. And so, we took the chance and said, let's give it somebody that'll, and it was an aside, a department within a department. So let's assign somebody there and take that small risk, somebody that's going to be there every day. Yeah, we're going to have to pay a full-time person. But now we see that it does work.
The dividends it paid off, right? It takes money to make money sometimes, and good call on your part. Okay, any questions, Mr.
We're
Beltran?
good.
And if I may say, Jay, he's been a great hire. He, every morning he's out there at the golf course, looking over the grass and everything. And the people don't have to just choose the Atlas Golf Course, you know, there's another private golf course in town. And, the fact that they have options is they still choose Atlas Municipal Golf Course, that speaks volume to our employees and our quality behind our golf course. So, I mean, you can't fake the numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you all for caring so much to make this possible.
And they start mowing at 4 in the morning, by the way.
You know you live next to them, right?
Yeah, 4 in the morning, they're out there mowing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't mind.
Yeah, it's a natural alarm clock for you.
I sleep real good.
Okay, moving on.
Any other questions on the golf course?
We're good with that page. If you want to go to 127, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, go
One
ahead.
more quick question. Did they ever purchase a beverage cart?
No,
I know that
hasn't
they were
been
interested
done
in
yet.
that, not yet? Okay. All right, I'm done, I'm sorry.
We can remind him, I'm sure he'll.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
sure he's
And
in-
they bought a tractor instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that leasing of the tractor.
Yeah, they got that. More important.
Oh, yeah.
You need to hook up a trailer to it with a bunch of ice chairs.
That's it. That's all I do.
Generator,
I like the way.
refreshments. Okay. Page 127, right? Or-
Yes,
Okay.
these are the expenses, yes. I'm trying to, one increase that stands out is the golf course inventory, but that's where they purchase, things to sell there, but they are bringing in, the revenue to cover this. We've been noticing a trend where they're spending a little bit more. But it is being covered with the revenue.
Say, Vanessa, I've got a quick question. What is
Yes.
the car allowance?
That's for Jay, because he travels, he uses his personal vehicle to go get a lot of items
Okay,
for the course.
We don't have a city unit, I
Right,
believe, for
there's not a
that.
city unit over there.
gotcha.
Have we ever considered getting him one? Just considering what we're paying. I don't know.
I mean, we can, but I think.
Yeah, well,
unfortunately,
sometimes,
our fleet-
sometimes we don't want to have vehicles.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, on his car allowance, does that cover, it's like here for your car allowance, you take care of your own maintenance,
Right,
insurance,
right.
gasoline, and
Right.
everything else?
Got it.
I think it's pretty inexpensive, you know,
Okay.
throughout the year.
Okay, Mr. Beltran, any questions?
Not at the moment.
Mr. Garza?
No, sir, not anymore.
Very conservative. I appreciate it. Thank you. Multi-use?
Yes. That one, multi-use, the summary is on page 133. It does show, for proposed, a loss of 40,000. We can go into that fund, on the revenue, the 62,000, you'll find that on page 136. And that is based off of interest income and then the NRC offset revenue. And those are just estimates too, we're still, it's new, so. And then on page 138, we do show the expenses. And the expense for next year that we do show is the insurance for 52,000. And then on page 139, the other expenses are transferred to general fund. But those are the only two expenses we propose for next year.
Mr. Beltran?
Good.
Mr. Garza?
I'm good, thank you.
What was what'd you say that, about that $500,000? I'm sorry, page 139, the transfer to the,
That was from the settlement that we put in there that, for the capital.
perfect.
Oh, yes.
Improvements. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Do you want to continue with debt service fund?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, on page 143, we have the summary of the debt service fund. For next year, it does show a loss of $207,477, but what we did last year is we transferred for the natatorium their debt for a few years, so that money is already kind of sitting in there to be used. So it shows a loss, but it's really the payment is being covered, or it's already, the money's already in there to cover it.
Smart.
Um,
Okay, Mr. Beltran, any questions on that page, 143?
I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
No, sir, not at the moment.
I'm good then.
And we did submit the tax info to cover the same amount of debt, so that should stay the same.
Okay.
But if you go through the pages, it does list out each bond and the payment schedule, if you'd like to look at that. Or if you have any questions on that.
Anything we need to be concerned about?
No, I mean, everything's staying as.
Okay.
Page 148, but it's so tiny, it does give you a breakdown of each bond, their payments by year. But it's just really tiny.
It's okay.
If you ever want a summary, there's a good summary.
This is good. Mhm. Chipping away at it, Mike,
Yeah, it just takes some time, right?
slowly but surely. It's fun to spend money, right? When you have it.
When you, thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Beltran, any questions, my friend?
I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
Just real quick, what are the current taxes 2022B?
2022,
Yes, sir.
that's part of Texas Water Development Board,
Gotcha.
the water.
It's a zero interest.
And then the one right under it, the current taxes, 2010 TWDB?
That's a 2010 Texas Water Development Board.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that was for, is that for wastewater? I think there was a
Yes, water,
wastewater
wastewater,
bond,
yes.
from them.
Gotcha.
That was also at no interest.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Alrighty, no, I'm done, thank you.
Any other?
Which one?
I'm good, thank you.
Next, we have the hotel occupancy tax fund. And you will find the summary on page 163. For the proposed, the revenue, we showed usually what it brings in, so that stayed the same. Interest also, we brought it down a little bit just to be conservative. But on the expenses, we did show 2,170,000 in expenses. So that does show a loss of 1,820,000. But again, this fund does have the money to cover those expenses. And if you go to page 168, that'll give you the breakdown of the expenses. And I do know on some of the building and structure, that does include the water tower. And then I know Parks has some projects that had already been approved, but just based on when everything came in, it will actually be done next year instead of like the current year or a prior year.
So they're not new projects, they're basically just because of timing.
Yes.
We're not gonna complete them this year, you already approved them, but
Got it.
we'll spend it next year.
Okay, Mr. Beltran?
So the building and structures improvement, you said the water tower, we'll be doing some improvements to the water tower downtown, this one here?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm good.
Mr. Garza?
Back on page 163, on the investment areas, I see that there's a drop of 100,000 there.
It's basically because now that we're
Spending the
using
money.
the money,
That's exactly what
it's not earning the same interest.
Gotcha, all right, that's, gotcha.
All makes sense. Good question. So what's our current balance right now? 1.5?
This budget, we're looking at having,
You'll, 3-4 will be after this year's, what
Okay,
we're projecting.
we're gonna take care of that water tower though, so that's a good thing. Much needed, no, Mike?
yeah.
Okay, I'm good, thank you.
I think that's,
We have a few capital
you want
improvements.
to stop?
Yeah, we can-
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
okay.
that's,
Yeah, we can save the capital improvement for next time. That way
That's
we
fine.
can get ready for also the downstairs meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we done?
So, yeah, next time we'll pick up at capital improvements and then we can go back and visit any of the ones you want to look at. And so we'll save that for our next budget workshop, which is
next Tuesday.
next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday's regular.
Regular city council next Tuesday. It'll be the Tuesday after that.
So next Tuesday, 2 PM, right, regular council meeting,
Regular council.
and the following one at 10 AM again, right, one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, agenda item 4,
John changed it. John and Mike changed it.
Oh, okay.
everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, agenda item 4, adjournment.
Mayor, make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, first, second. This meeting is now adjourned, the time is 11:27. Thank you.